Maggie girl, come here. Come here, Mama. I know. So see, she's waiting it slightly, which the vet said she'd probably do after a few days. She did this about a week and a half ago. And I talked with you guys about it. She went to our regular vet and had it examined and made sure she was up to date on all of her shots. And then we went to a different vet who actually is the surgeon who will be doing the procedure, and had it examined, and they will be doing x-rays, blood work, and all of that good stuff when she goes in there. She does have pain medication to be used, but she can't take it today, and she couldn't take it yesterday either because, you know, of prepping for the surgery. And then she will go in tomorrow. So I know, honey. So she had it done 4 years ago, and they took care of her, and you know, it's been a success. She's not had any issues with the other one, but now she's torn this one and gonna have to have it repaired. So I mean, the only thing I can ask is for everyone to pray that her surgery goes well. You know, she's gonna have to go first thing in the morning and then stay overnight. It's gonna be really weird not having her in the house, and just everybody pray that we can get everything taken care of. So I just dropped Maggie off at the vet's office. She'll have surgery around noon today, and then they'll give me a call afterwards and let me know how she's doing, and I won't be able to get her until tomorrow. So unfortunately, I'm gonna miss her so much. It's gonna be so weird not having her at home tonight. So I'm gonna go run a couple errands this morning. It is cold. It is 16 degrees with I think it's 0 is the wind chill right now. I got the Maggie dropped off. I got the groceries done. Had a phone call therapy session with my counselor that helps me with my anxiety. And now we have 2 baby goats in the truck. We were heading to the vet's office. It's another vet's office. One vet's office is doing Maggie's surgery. The other one is my regular vet who takes care of my livestock. And we're going to see her because Betty's 2 little babies, each one have a runny eye. And terramycin ointment, which you would normally treat like pink eye or eye infections with, is not really making any improvement. And from looking and examining the eyelids, I would say that they probably each one have an eye that has the eyelid that rolls in. So what happens is the hairs and the eyelashes rub the eye and irritate it, and can even scratch it. So what typically has to be done is they numb it a little bit, and then they'll just put a little stitch on the top and the bottom, and that will help pull it open so it will grow and develop and keep it from scratching the eye, let the eye heal. And then it should stay fine. We actually had a baby goat that had that last year. People who breed puppies probably have had that, you know, or cats or anything like that. You probably know that that's not an uncommon thing. So they are in that crate right there. You can see them moving around. And we're here. This is our vet's office. They actually keep cattle here, their horses, and then they have a big equipment barn. There's actually surgery facilities for horses. You can see the vet truck sitting there. So we're going to take the babies in and get them checked out. Couple of things. They got their eyelids fixed. It's very important because otherwise it'll keep scratching their eyes and cause an ulcer, and they can go blind. So the vet took care of it, but she also showed me a technique I can use here on the farm. And I just wanted to show you guys kind of how they look if they'll hold still enough. So that, she's not going to let me show you. That eye she didn't have a problem with. This eye she did. There's actually an incision below the eye. And then she placed a stitch to pull it out. Come here, babies. They want to see you. Nobody wants to see me. They want to see you. So we just got to keep putting ointment on it a couple times a day, and the stitches will dissolve on their own. You can see, let me show you, see here. Ugh. You have any idea how hard it is to film and hold a baby goat still? This one, it was the upper eyelid. See? So there's an incision where I moved a small piece of skin and then a stitch to pull it up and out. So that way it can't continue to irritate the eye. But they're doing really good. Vet was pleased with how well they're growing. Mom is doing good. We got lots of deep bedding. We're all getting ready, tucked in for the night. They're already eating hay and grain. So I am super happy with how they're doing. It's about 5:30 now. And I am waiting on the vet's office to give me a buzz and let me know how Maggie did with her surgery today. It's getting late and I forgot to tell you guys that I did get a phone call from the vet. Maggie's doing really well, so I can call first thing in the morning and make sure she's still doing fine, that nothing happened overnight. She didn't pull out her stitches. I mean her staples. She's got staples for this one. And then we can bring her home. You ready to go out into the frigid wasteland and feed critters? No? You don't look like you're gonna make it.
I don't feel good.
You still don't feel good? Gabe said the room is spinning. Well, if you're that not feeling good and you can't go to the barn, back to bed with you. How many layers do you have on? It's very cold. Put your hat on. Your balaclava, rather. Make sure you wear your heavy gloves. I'll see you out there in a few minutes.
Okay.
Hey, Mr. Fish. Come on, buddy. Go get you some breakfast. So it snowed overnight, and we've got our big frigid chill. How we doing, Riley? We good? Okay, I'll bring you some breakfast in a minute, buddy. So last night, temperatures dropped again, and we are currently sitting at 1 degree with a wind chill of -13. So we are heading out. Alex and I are doing the barn chores. Gabe is not feeling well this morning. He didn't feel very good when he got home from school yesterday. Just said he has a upset stomach and he's been feeling really dizzy. So, you know what? Actually, let's go give the chickens their water. When you've got frigid temperatures like this, one of the hardest things to make sure your animals have access to is water. And that gate is frozen. So we're gonna go to this one. And they don't even want to come out. And I don't blame them. Their doors are open and they are staying in. So we bring warm water out and I'll fill the tub. That's why these tubs are so awesome. You just step on them and break the ice right out of them. And we'll give them warm water now, and then we'll come back out in a little bit. And add more water to it. Really glad I got this face mask on. Man, this air just takes your breath away. Oh. And we'll talk a little bit more about the things that we're doing to help our animals make it through this really cold weather. So I am heading out to get gas in the truck and to go pick up Maggie because she is ready to go home from the vet's office. And look at it, it's just drifting and blowing. And we are currently -2 for actual temperature. And I believe we're at like -23 now for wind chills. So crazy, crazy, crazy cold. All right, come here. Easy, easy. Go slow. Easy, atta girl. Watch out. Yeah, my poor girl. Let's get you inside. I know it's cold. Easy. Do you need to go potty? You need to go for a good girl. So she's got several pain medications and as well as antibiotics. We're going to get her in and get her settled on her bed so she can just rest for the rest of the day. No jumping, no playing. She can only go outside on a leash for the next 2 weeks. She can't do anything else. It's going to be fun keeping her quiet. So I'm sitting here editing my video for today. And she is resting quietly and thankfully not bothering her staples. Whew, it was way too cold to take my gloves off and try to use the camera and video anything else. But I still wanted to talk to everyone about some ways that you can battle the elements and the super, super cold temperatures that a good many of us are dealing with, especially when you have livestock. One of those is checking on them frequently and making sure that they have access to water that's not frozen. Another one is making sure that they have plenty of food. Give them a little extra food. Our chickens got an extra scoop of feed this morning, and then typically they would only get a handful of scratch grains or corn in the evening. This evening they will actually get a whole scoop of feed to make sure that they are well fed and warmed up, because it takes a lot of calories for them to keep warm. In regards to the goats and the horses, they get their regular grain ration, and then they get extra hay, as well as plenty of deep bedding to make sure that they are, have plenty of insulation. The baby goats are tucked into the barn with the doors closed, so that way there's not a draft, with their mamas with lots of bedding, and they're already eating lots of hay with mama, so they're doing just fine. So I hope everyone is staying warm. I'm trying to warm up next to the fire that we use for supplemental heat, and we have a whole bunch more wood in the garage, so we did that ahead of time to make sure that we had plenty of wood, especially if, heaven forbid, we were to lose power and we would have no furnace. We would definitely all be huddled around this thing. So I just really hope that everyone else is staying warm out there. Make sure you check on your animals frequently, and as well as any loved ones, especially any elderly folks. You all take care.